Beautiful people, this lady you're looking at, her name is Ugochi. Ugochi got married to this man from Abia State, this man you're looking at, and they settled in Umuahia, where he was doing business. One day, this man asked her to go and park, so they relocate to Lagos. As Umuahia wasn't favoring him anymore, she accepted and shut down her business and they relocated to Lagos. He got a job in Lagos, and she started doing business like she was doing in Umuahia. She was doing so well in her business. Suddenly, this her husband asked Ugochi to stop doing her business. She should close down her business and start looking for a job where she will work from 9 to 5 job. Whatever his reason was, nobody knew what he had in mind. But the lady, Ugochi, obeyed her husband and shut down her business and sold off everything she was doing in Lagos, sold the business to another person and her shop. She eventually got a job and was also doing well in her job in Lagos. Unfortunately, one day, Ugochi's husband came home and announced to her that he had lost his job. Automatically, Ugochi became the breadwinner of the family. You know what it means to be the breadwinner. She was the one footing all the bills as her husband has lost his job. Now Ugochi began to cater for the entire family and her husband, who did not have a job then. And they had 5 children. That means Ugochi had 6 people to feed. But she didn't complain. One day she told her husband how her job works and how they make money in the job she's doing. That they sell chemicals and they import those chemicals, but there's no competition. So she advised her husband to relocate abroad and become an importer of those chemicals so that they can be selling in Nigeria at a cheaper rate, maybe cheaper than the company where she works. Ugochi single-handedly raised the money and sent her husband abroad with the help of her cousin who lives abroad. After he settled, he sent the first container plus other things she asked him to add. She sold off the chemicals at weekends and some of the other household items her husband had added to the chemicals he sent to her. She gathered the whole money and sent to him so he can send the second batch of container. She waited and she didn't see anything from her husband. She called and called, yet he kept giving excuses. She became confused. He managed to send household items and toys, but never sent any chemicals. She also stopped picking her calls, and she became worried. Months passed, no communication from her husband. She decided to contact his family, and they claimed they did not hear from him either. Her cousin, who lived abroad in the country the husband went to, decided to dedicate her time to find her husband, and she found him. He was already married to another woman. Her cousin told her that he was already married to another woman. She visited her in-laws to narrate this story, and the in-laws just said that it doesn't really matter, that he's a man, he can do whatever he wants to do. And she also saw some of the house items he used to send to her, that he was now sending it to his family, that's his parents and siblings. That's how this lady became a single mother abandoned to take care of 5 children all alone. Years later, she realized that the chemical business she had taught her husband, he was sending and shipping all those chemicals to his sister. The betrayal came from every angle, and you wonder how did she even manage to cope with all of that? The shocking truth is that Ugochi is no longer alive. She died of cervical cancer and BP, leaving behind her 5 kids that are young and struggling because she couldn't keep up with the shock of what her husband did to her. Please, what wrong did Ugochi do to deserve this kind of thing? Is it wrong that she supported her husband and she obeyed him? Is it what she gets paid for supporting her husband? No, she doesn't deserve to die. Ugochi doesn't deserve to die. Are there things Ugochi should have done to prevent what happened to her. I want you to share all of your thoughts in the comments. For me, Gucci doesn't deserve to die. She did all she's supposed to do. But one thing I will blame her is whatever goes wrong. If a marriage goes wrong, don't die because of the marriage. You should move on well and get a good support system so that you won't feel the pain. So for me, she should have gotten a good support system so that whatever she's going through, she'll remember she has kids to cater for. Now her kids will be motherless and probably fatherless because their father has started a new life with another woman. And that's why she should have been strong for her kids. Since she has a good job, she should have just remained strong and get a good support system. Even if someone is betrayed, you shouldn't just wallow in pity and just die like that. So this is a Ugochi's story. I want you to please share your thoughts and your opinions in the comments. May Ugochi's soul rest in peace. I want you to share this video. Thank you.